So what's up with the podcast? So you have new podcast, old podcast?
Yeah, so I have Fighter and Kid's always been there, but I have been doing this podcast Off Limits where I just interview people that are a lot smarter than I am, and that's been a lot of fun.
What was that?
Fire him.
What the fuck was that?
He dropped his
butt
shaman
plug?
beads. It just sounded like a bunch of beads, like his rosary.
Was that your butt plug?
Yeah, is that what it was?
My anal beads.
It was your anal beads. That's what I thought. I said rosary, but of course it was anal beads. That's
Close.
Classic. That's a classic metaphor for this podcast. I walked in thinking I was going to be counting the rosary, and I'm counting anal beads. All right, but I don't even know what I was saying. But yeah, that's it.
Podcast.
Yeah. So Off Limits. And I'm kind of hashing it. I just had Eric Weinstein on, Carrot Top on.
I can't talk to smart people.
He's so smart.
I mean, I can barely talk to you.
Dude, and I'm smart.
Every 4 words.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know what
Poor
we're
thing.
talking
Because you know
about.
what? Because it's not archery. It's not archery and running and carrying stones.
Carrying a rock.
Carrying rocks. Archery.
We've evolved.
Yeah.
And I haven't.
You'll take my workshop.
Yeah.
And
so you talked to Eric Weinstein.
yeah.
And
he's got a theory of everything.
Carrot
Harlan
Top
Williams
looks good.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
What did he do to his face?
He's so funny though.
But is his face like a mess?
We talked about it. He's just a character. He wears makeup and he's just a very unique character. He's an amazing guy. He's such a sweetheart. Have you ever met him?
Mm-mm.
Oh, he's such a good guy, and he's so funny. You just wait to see. He did a very popular show. I won't even say when is this going to air?
Like Monday.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you're about to see why that guy has been packing crowds in Vegas for 30 years.
Really?
He is so funny. Carrot Top.
And he's on a big show.
Oh, dude. Yeah, but he's so funny. Like, people don't realize how good that guy is. It's so much fun because he looks different. He's got his hair and all that. He's all muscular.
You get distracted.
Yeah, he's 60. And
60?
He's 60. And he's a
Holy
genius.
shit.
He's a genius, and I just was so pleasantly surprised. I'd heard good things about him,
and
I've always respected him because I've seen what he does. Like, he's really good, but he's just a good person, man. He's just a downer, but he's living in Vegas. You know, people don't know.
I think people get distracted by just what you see.
But he's always put shit in his hair.
Yeah.
He shows up, he's got he's got yarn in his hair, he's got glitter, he's got makeup. He was doing that before he was famous. He was doing that in high school.
Really?
I was like, what is it about that? What do you do? He goes, I don't know. I don't know.
It's all good.
Yeah.
He's made a career out of it.
He is an original.
So what's that podcast called?
Off Limits.
Off Limits.
Yeah, you got to come on.
And it's just...
Oof, look at those grays. Although I'm starting to get the grays too, so... Especially on my face, but my God, what an idiot. It's going to be a Texas shaved head summer. Ugh. So, Bryan Callen is trying to move on from Brendan Schaub. I mean... Hell, the guy tried moving to Texas, and Schaub followed him because Schaub didn't want what happened with Theo Vaughn to happen with Bryan Callen. Theo Vaughn moved to Tennessee to go figure things out and just ended the show with Bappa, and then his career took off, and then Bryan Callen came to Schaub and was like, look, dude, moving to Texas, I really can't do the podcast anymore. And Schaub was like, I'll move to Texas with you. And Callen was like, wait, I'm going to Texas because I got a residency at the Comedy Mothership. You quit stand-up comedy because Joe Rogan refused to have you at the Comedy Mothership because you stink and now you can't sell tickets. Don't worry, I'll move there. We'll just do the podcast down from there. Remember, you said we'd do the podcast even if it made no money. He's like, yeah, I said that, but I didn't really mean it. So, but he is trying to move on. I mean, he had on Weinstein, not the one he did similar crimes as, but the other Weinstein, and then Carrot Top. So Callen is trying to move forward and do his own thing on the side for right now. But the only way his career is actually going to blow up is if he completely ditches Brendan Schaub. We've seen it too many times. Theo Vaughn, Mark Harley, producer Cat. Everyone who gets away from this guy, their career does better. Chappelle Lacey, all of them. Look at this idiot. Look at him. He thinks this is funny, by the way. What does someone in my comments says? What does Schaub actually do? At this point, he spends money to pretend to be an influencer. That's what Brendan Schaub does. He doesn't make any money. He spends money doing this. Even with his little truck giveaway scam in which he tries to get people's emails and sell off the data, that's still really not making any money. He doesn't make any money doing this. Now, I know he pays his staff almost nothing. Chin is, like, I think officially homeless in Texas, but everyone who works for him are rich kids too, so they all get mommy and daddy's money. So I don't really feel that bad for them. Like, Chin's from a rich family and stuff, so I don't really feel that bad for him, but no money is really being made or generated. And they have the Rogan plug too. Him and Callen are on Rogan the most out of anybody, and they still can't get any traction on their podcast. And Callen has to realize it's because of Schaub. He's the most hated man on the internet, and it's self-deserved. He sued me for making fun of him. That's it. It's over. It's done. You don't come back from that. And you can try and ignore it and everything, but his career is done. But Callen realizes that, and he's just going to have to be straightforward with Bob and be like, look, dude, I know we're friends and everything, but I got stand-up. I got my own podcast. I can't be doing the fighter and the kid with you anymore. I just can't. That's the only way Callen is going to. But I think Callen's too afraid to have that conversation. I mean, his body language and subtle things he says, obviously that's the case, but he just can't say it to Schaub, especially now that Schaub moved down there. So they'll probably do the podcast for another 6 months or a year, and then Callen will find some excuse to not do it anymore. But Callen's already setting up his own thing, but oh my God, look at this idiot Schaub. Ugh. This man is horrifying to look at. Ugh. Moved to Texas, did ya? Who leaves LA to move to Texas to make their dreams come true? I mean, like, Rogan moved to Texas, but that was sort of like, if you really want to think about it, he got a huge amount of money and stuff. That was like his retirement plan and shit. So, I don't know, but let me know your thoughts in the comments.